Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to study conjugating adjectives. As I've mentioned earlier, Korean adjectives work like verbs. They can be tensed and conjugated. For example, 작아요 means it is small. Something that was small, in English, we would say it was small. We tense the verb. But in Korean, we tense the adjective like 작았어요. So let's take a look at more examples. 많아요, which is it is a lot. But if it was a lot, we say 많았어요. 길어요, 길었어요. We can also tense for the future. So it will be a lot. There will be 많을 거예요. Okay, so that's kind of like the basic pattern. Now, adjectives mostly follow the conjugating rules for verbs. Now, these are some basic conjugating rules for verbs. However, this is not a complete one. There are more irregular conjugating rules for verbs, but that's for another day, okay? So let's quickly review this chart. We've already studied this chart. For verbs that ends in either a or o, we simply drop ta and add io. And for the verbs with the rest of the vowels, okay, if it's not a or o, then everything else just belongs to this group. So we simply drop ta and add oyo. This kind of general rule, but within each camp, there are some that are modified depending on certain situations. Okay, so for as and o verbs that have pachim, these are the yellow ones. So they have a and o, and they have pachim. And here, if they have o, yo, i, u, so the rest of the vowels, if they have pachim, these are the easiest and most regular. You simply drop ta and add ayo here and add oyo here. So for example, here we have 살다, that is a with pachim. So you just simply drop da and becomes 살아요. Again, 졸다, that means like you doze off. Okay, o, and it has a pachim, so it just drops and it's 졸아요. Now 먹다, to eat. Okay, it's all right? All on this camp and has a pachim, so it becomes 먹어요, 먹어요. Next one, 열다, 열다. It's not a or o, right? So then it follows 어요, 열어요, means open. 씻다. Okay, this is not a or o. It's right here. Has a 받침. So 씻어요. What do you think about this one? Yeah, it's 우. Okay, so 죽어요. All right, that's very simple, right? So that is the rule here. We just finished these two. Okay, but we'll just take a look at it a little bit more. Okay, um, here, this is a, o with 받침. It's o, yo with 받침. What I just went over. Okay, there's no irregularity, these yellow ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at that. 작다 is small. 많다, many, much. Okay, 낮다, low. Okay, 같다, same. 짧다, short. 높다, high. 좋다. So these are all o. So you simply say 작아요. Say it. 많아요. 낮아요. It is low. 같아요. It is the same. 짧아요. It is short. 높아요. It is high. 좋아요. It is good. What about 여 with 받침? So we have 이, 이, Okay, so 있다 is have, 없다 is not have. So you would think that would be verb in English, right? But for Korean, to technically speaking, this functions like a verb, but this is adjective. It's telling you the state of not having. Okay, so you will just have to drop ta, but instead of ayo, we're gonna put oyo. So far, 멀어요. How about this one? 넓어요. 있어요. 없어요. 길어요. 재미있어요. 재미없어요. Pretty simple, right? So that's the easiest and most regular. So we have just finished this one and that one. So these are like what I'm showing you here is there are 7 different kinds of conjugating rules for adjective. Actually, there are a little bit more, but those happen very rare. So we're just going to cover the seven of these. All right. So next one, let's look at hada, adjectives that ends with hada, just like hada verbs, right? It works just like hada verbs, right? Good, nice, 착하다, healthy, 건강하다, important, 중요하다, need. Again, that sounds like a verb in English, but it's a in the state of needing something. So it's an adjective in Korean. Happy, 행복하다, quiet, 조용하다, tired, 피곤하다, strange, 이상하다, bored, 심심하다, uncomfortable, 불편하다, clean, 깨끗하다, kind or considerate, 친절하다. So this is just like verb 하다 just becomes 해요. 착해요, 건강해요, 중요해요, 필요해요. So it's all 해요. Now, if you want to use past tense, meaning it was good, or she was healthy, it was important, right? Then it just becomes 했어요. Simple as that. 착했어요. Oops. So all this 해요 becomes 했어요. Okay. So if you want to say 행복해요 in the future tense, meaning you will be happy. Okay, then it's 행복할 거예요. This follows the future tense verb rule, just like that. Okay, the next, so we have done these three. Let's look at 부, 받침, the words that has 부, 받침. All right, now regardless of a or o, because definitely we have a, definitely we have other things, u, o, right? It does not matter. Okay, if it has bu as a 받침, then this drops becomes this drops and becomes 와요, and then you get rid of bu. All right, so becomes 추워요, cold. 더워요. You drop this and you add 다 becomes 와요, 더워요. What do you think this one would be? 어려워요, dirty. How about this one? 더러워요. You drop that. 와요. You drop this. 와요. 반가워요. Drop it. 와요. 새로워요. Drop it. 와요. 귀여워요. Cute. Right? 귀여워요. Same thing. If you are cold, you will say 추워요. But if you were cold, then you will say 추웠어요. It's like 추웠어요. Right? Okay, let's move on. So we've finished that. Let's go with this. All right. It has a E, the middle vowel has an E, okay? And there are not many words like that. I think maybe 2 or 3. And even these words, you would use this a lot because slow. But this one, 시리다, I don't know the last time I used this word. 시리다 is like you would use it when your teeth is so sensitive, right? Like you went to the dentist and you're doing scaling, whatever, right? And then doctor is like scaling your teeth, and then sometimes it kind of touches your nerve, and then that sensitive feeling, that's 시리다. Okay, but yeah, other than that, I've never used this word. Okay, this one, for the sake of slow, you need to learn this. In this case, what you do is you drop 다 and it becomes 요, and then this e becomes 여. So look at it slowly. 시려요. Okay, how about this? What do you think? 느려요. 느려요. Okay, so if you want to say, oh, somebody is working so slowly, right? So let's say Cindy. Cindy is slow. Cindy는 느려요. Cindy는 느려요. All right? Okay, so we've covered that. Next, let's do this one. These have u in the middle. This was yi. This one is u. Okay, so let's take a look at that. All right, so in the middle, as you can see, u, 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 u. Those are either pu or pu. All right, now, so that's one thing. Another one is the syllable right before the middle one, pu or pu. If it ends with a or o, okay, then it changed to 바쁘다 becomes 바빠요. 바빠요. So this thing moves over here and becomes a. All right. So 바빠요. Oops, where did it go? All right. 바빠요. What do you think this is going to be? 나빠요. How about this? 고파요. 고파요. Now this one is not a or o. So what do you think? If that changed to a, probably this will change to o. 예뻐요. What do you think this will be? 기뻐요. This one? 슬퍼요. So 바빠요 means busy, this bad, this is you're hungry or you're missing something. Pretty, rejoicing, and sad. Okay, so we will use a lot of these. Now there is another one here. It only has two syllable, right? 크다. It has like they all had right? Before, but it doesn't have like another syllable here. So this one will just follow this rule. So 커요, 커요. All right. So we are done with 6 of them, and we have the last one. This one has 르 in the middle. Okay, so let's look at that. And there are not many words of these either. All right. So 빠르다 means fast. Okay, 빠르다. See how it changes, right? It's 을, and then this becomes 라요. Okay, 을, 라요. So that becomes 빨라요, 빨라요. What about this? What do you think? 달라요. You cross it out. 달라요. How about this one? Cross it out. 일러요, 일러요. Why is it law? Well, because this is but this is not a or o. So then changes to o. 일러요. So that's the basic adjective conjugating rule. So study this over and over, and then you'll be good. You'll be in good condition. 네, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕.